to another episode of Just Listen to Jack. And today I just wanted to touch bases with everybody. Meaning my 6 subscribers. But we're going to get that up though. I'm going to build my audience up slowly but surely. But anyways, just want to do this short video. I actually got my hair cut yesterday and dyed it because it was really bad. I don't know if you saw in my last video, I had my little slouchy beanie on because I was hiding. You don't want to know what was lying beneath that. So I got it dyed and cut. Got it pretty short this time because it was just looking like a dirty mop on top. So I got that done. And I just wanted to let you guys have a little bit of insight into my inner workings of my mind, and let you know what inspires me when it comes to fashion and beauty, and just give you a little bit of a sneak peek inside. So that's what this video will be about. My biggest influences when it comes to fashion and beauty would be vintage. I am a huge vintage buff. I love the time periods from the 30s all the way through the 70s, particularly the 40s and 50s. Those hold a special place in my heart. I've always been fascinated with old Hollywood glamour, jazz music, and just the femininity back then. It was a really awesome time for feminine beauty. Maybe not for women's rights and women's social issues, but in terms of beauty and glamour, it was pretty high on the scale. I like to use those particular time periods because that's when I feel that a lot of classics were born, like a hourglass figure, pencil skirts, a belted waist, red lips. The 40s and 50s were really kind of the start of those kinds of trends, and I feel that the body image, especially 40s and 50s, celebrated women's bodies, and especially curvy bodies, like Marilyn Monroe, for instance. She was, may she rest in peace, one of my many muses. She was a size 14. And a size 14 today would be considered plus size. And the reality of the matter is that most of the female clients that I work with are real women. And I know that term is kind of used, kind of played out, kind of used sometimes in a negative light. But the women that I work with are mothers. They're businesswomen. They're everyday people, and they don't have time to dedicate or to really think about comparing their bodies or trying to achieve the body of a runway model or an actress or a popular musician. So I really try and use vintage time periods that celebrate women's bodies, and those time periods in particular do. And I encourage those women to celebrate that type of body, even though it's maybe not, what's in right now or what the definition of womanhood is a fuller body, but in those particular time periods, that is what was in. And it, in my opinion, never went out of style. I mean, those silhouettes are so classic, and I always try and use them when I'm working with clients because they really are flattering on a lot of body types, and you can't go wrong with a lot of them. A cardigan sweater, some black flats, a belted waist. Those items there look relevant today and fresh still, just as they did 50 plus years ago. So that kind of gets me into touching on you know, body image, because I really want this channel to stay positive. Even though I'm doing reviews and criticizing certain things and talking about reinventions, I still always want to keep it on a positive note. And women today are scrutinized for their bodies, and I think that's, you know, something that, you know, we're not going to see go away in a while. So I really try and approach every client or woman that I work with and keep it on a very positive note, and encourage them to celebrate their bodies, whether they have lots of curves or they have no curves. Women today are, you know, scrutinized for their appearance, and it's really unfortunate that we hold a woman's self-worth by her appearance. And even though my job as an image consultant, makeup artist, and stylist is to help people with their appearance, it's really unfortunate that we judge, you know, a book by its cover, and that we, you know, really first impressions on your appearance make a huge impact on your, you know, your opinion on a person. So I really want to keep a positive note anytime that I'm helping anybody with, you know, their appearance, because it's a very delicate situation. It's, you know, there might be years of you know, self-conscious issues with the body and such, that, you know, it really becomes a counseling session. It really becomes a talk about what it is that they like about their bodies and what it is that they don't, because I do find that a lot of women, you know, don't like a lot of things about their body, and I really try and help them to find what they do like about their body and what they do feel confident in, because we have to start somewhere. We have to start with something as simple as, you know what, I really like my shoulders. Now you think a shoulder is not something that is the most sexual thing or the most highlighted thing, but the fact that somebody feels confident about their shoulders, that's a place to start. That's a place to build on. And I always try and find that when I'm working with my clients, is really trying to find something that they feel good about themselves, whether it's their legs or their collarbone or their neck or their lips. You have to start somewhere, because you make one small change and it really helps to accept our bodies and accept the body that we were born with. Now, you know, me myself, I was, you know, I had some body issues growing up, and, you know, I felt that I needed to look a certain way and whatnot, and, you know, as I'm older, in my 30s, we'll just leave it at that for my age, I'm, you know, starting to be more comfortable with the body that I have now, and, you know, just working with what I got. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, is, you know, you can always aspire to have this. It starts with something. I aspire to have a smaller waist. I aspire to have, you know, bigger lips, or I aspire for, you know, beautiful teeth, you know. And what I find, you know, in working in this industry is that it never stops at the first thing. You know, you can be, oh, all I need to do is just, you know, have some nicer legs, and I'll be content, you know. But we start to pick apart. We start with the legs, then it goes into the feet, and then, you know, you make your way across your whole body, and before you know it, you know, you're doing procedures or trying different techniques, and you're never really appreciating the body that you have. And I always joke with, you know, my younger clients who are more self-conscious about their bodies and they're still being comfortable with them, when, you know, I tell them to try, you know, to show, you know, to try a high heel on, or to try, you know, something that is young and fresh, and they're like, oh, I don't like my arms, or, oh, you know, that's gonna, you know, show my legs. And I always joke with them, I said, do you want to, you know, it's going to take you 40 years to be comfortable with your legs, and then you're going to decide that you want to wear, you know, some little booty shorts and some sexy stilettos, and you're going to show off the legs, but the reality of the matter is the legs are, you know, 40 more years older than they were, and you're going to wish that you'd have tried it out back when you were in your 20s and 30s and showing, you know, putting yourself out there a little bit and celebrating your body, because I feel that, you know, we wait too long to celebrate those moments, and then we look at pictures, and you don't want to look back at a picture and say, gosh, look how great I looked, when at that time you thought you were a fat cow, or you thought, you know, something negative about the way you look, and instead of celebrating the body that you have now. So I just wanted to touch a little bit on that. I'm not trying to go into a rant, but I really encourage all of you out there to, you know, find something. Just start by finding something that you like about your appearance and celebrate it and be proud of it, because, you know, we're all beautiful in some way. We have something to offer. We have something that stands out about us. So I encourage all of you to do that. I leave you with that. Till next time, tune in for another episode of Just Listen, Jack.